In this video, we're going to be going over how to edit page builder pages. So once you log into your dashboard, you're going to be in a page like this. And on the left-hand side, you have a number of different options. To edit a page, you hover over Pages, and then come over here, click on All Pages, and it's going to take you to a page that shows all of the different pages on your website. Every page that has a page builder that's been used to build the page, when you hover over the page and go over to here where it says Beaver Builder, Beaver Builder is the name of the software of the page builder. When you hover over that, you're going to see a little green dot here, or a little dot. If that dot is green, that means the page builder has been used to build that page. On this page, the blog page, if we go over here, this dot is not green, so a page builder has not been used for that page. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to edit a page where a page builder has been used. So if we want to edit this page, we hover over this, click on Beaver Builder, and that takes us into the page, which looks like the actual page on the website. If we scroll down, this is how the actual page looks. But now every element in that page is editable. So when we hover over the different sections, you're going to see a blue border around that row. And if we go into like this row here, this is the row, and if we hover over the middle part, this is a module, it's a button module in that row. If we scroll down further, here's one row. This row contains a number of different modules in this row, but this is all one row. So it contains, in this case, a heading module and a number of different text editing modules. In order to change any of these modules, to update them, you hover over it, get the green border around it, and you're going to click on the wrench. And when you click on the wrench, it'll open up a place that allows you to edit this part right here. And in this case, it says our mission. If you wanted to change that to our page, you would change it right there, and you'll notice that it changes on this part right here. Now if I click on Save, it's going to save this, but it's actually not saved on the actual site at this point. I'll show you how to save that later, a little bit later. So if I want to change this back, I go into the wrench again, and I put back our mission, which is what it originally said. And whenever you make a change to a module, you always click on Save in order to save that. This one here is a fairly simple text editor. I want to go into a little bit more complex one, so we're going to, we'll do this one first. So we'll go into here. Now sometimes when you click on the wrench, this box doesn't always open. It will almost every time, but on occasion it won't. If for some reason, I'll close this up right now. If for some reason you click on this and it doesn't open, go to another module and click on that wrench. That will open up, then you just cancel out of that one and go back to the one that you want to edit. So if I want to edit this paragraph here, I click on the wrench. I can actually move this to different areas if it's in the way of something that I want to see. I can resize this box so I can see more or less of it. And then I have access to the content, to the text which is in the module I just clicked on. So in order to make any edits to this, I can just do this same as I would in any word processor. I just put my cursor where I want to edit, delete a section, and I have a lot of the same options that you have on most word processors. If you want to see a few more options, you click on this box right here, this icon, and that will allow you to have a few more options. So, oops, let me get back into this. So if I wanted to make a change to a particular, if I wanted to, for instance, bold part of the text, I would just highlight, same as on a word processor, I'd highlight that text and click on bold. And you'll notice that on the actual text itself, that text becomes bolded. I don't want to do that in this case, so I'm going to click on it again, and it will turn it back to the regular text. And again, you have options to do a number of different things to it. So I'm not going to, and again, if you wanted to save the changes that you made, you just click on save, and they're saved, but again, they're not live on the site until you do one more step, which I'll show in a minute. So here's a little bit more complex text editing module, so I'm going to click on this one here. This one actually has a picture in it, so I'm going to show you how to edit a module that has a text editor that has a picture or some different media in the text module. So if I make this a little bit wider here so I can see it a little better, I'm going to actually make this a little bit taller so I can see a little bit more. And you can see that this box here shows the same module that you're working on. But this one has a picture in it here. If I wanted to get rid of this picture, what I do is I click on the picture, and I have a number of different options here. One is an X, which I can get rid of the picture in. So I click on the X, and now that picture is gone. Say if I wanted to, if I start off with text here and I don't have any pictures here or anything in it, and I want to add one, I place my cursor where I want to add that picture to. I go up here to where it says Add Media. I click on that, and it gives me a couple of tabs up here on the top. One is Media Library, and this takes me to a location where all the media that's on my website is contained. So I can either take one of these pictures here and put it on my website in that location where I put my cursor, or I can go back to Upload Files, and I can go in here, select Files, and I can navigate to a place on my computer where I have a picture, and I can select it and then insert it into that same location. I don't want to do that. I want to select one from the media library, so I'm going to cancel out here, go back into the media library, and I'm going to take one of the pictures that's here, and I find the picture that I want, which is right here. I'm going to click on that picture. See a little check mark comes up here. I'm going to click on Insert into Post, and it inserts the picture into the post in that location. Now you'll notice if I move this box out of the way, the text doesn't wrap around nicely how I normally would want the text to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my editing box up here. So what happens in order to make the text wrap around, if I select this picture right now, I see that there is no alignment chosen right now. I can choose to align it left, centered, or right. And if I give it some alignment, like say if I want it to be aligned left, I would click on this here, and then you see the text wraps around nicely around the picture. So we have the picture like that. Now I actually want to change the size of this picture to make it a little bit bigger, take up a little bit more space. So what I'm going to do is I can grab a corner here and I can pull it out, make this picture a little bit bigger, and if I pull this out of the way, we can see it makes it bigger here on the actual editor too, on the actual page. So that's how I add media to a text editor. And when I'm done making my changes, I just click on Save like this. And when I want to save my changes and make them live on the website, I go up here in the top right where it says Done. I click on Done. And now I have, basically I have two choices. You're not going to worry about this one because whatever page you're working on in your site is going to have already been published, so you don't have to worry about this. I have basically two options. One is to publish the changes I made on the page, or I can discard them. If I made a whole bunch of mistakes and the page looks terrible now and I just want to discard them all, I'm going to click on Discard. If I want to actually publish the changes and make them live on the site, I click on Publish. So I don't really want to save these changes right now that I made because I changed that size a little bit and I want it to be the size that it was before, so I'm going to click on Discard. And it says, are you sure you want to make these changes? I'm going to say OK. And now we're back to the actual page on the website. This is how the actual page on the website looks. So any changes that I made, if I had selected Publish, would now be live on the website. So once I'm done making changes to that page, in order to get back into the dashboard again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover here where it has the name of your website, and I'm going to go down here to where it says Dashboard, and I'm going to click on Dashboard, and now I'm back in the dashboard again. So I can make changes to other pages or do any of these other options here.